Good afternoon, or good evening, I should say. My name is Nicholas Castillo Nieto, and this is my video for the second assignment on my English class. Um, since I didn't have anybody to actually help me out with it, I'm gonna go ahead and interview myself with the questions I've put on the script uh, for you, teacher. So here we go. Talk about yourself and how technology has changed in your lifetime. First of all, my name is Nicolas Castillo, like I said before. I was born in Bogota on December 24th, 1990, but had the chance to live most of my childhood and teenage years in South Florida, but never had the chance to get my high school diploma. Hence, the fact that I'm going through this course now regarding the technology issue. There isn't a need to look further than the devices that most of us carry on our pockets nowadays. Uh, Phones have evolved from being a useful tool to be an important part of our day-to-day lives. Um, so number two, what was the first time you used a computer? How was your experience with it, or how was your experience? And I believe you must be asking, when was the first time I used a computer? And if my mind doesn't betray me, that would have been back when I was about 6 or 7 years old. Sure enough, I was mesmerized by the device, just as any other person would have been back then. Although games were kind of my thing mainly. Number three, did you spend a lot of time using technology devices, tablets, smartphones, and smart TVs when I was a kid? And actually, when I was actually lucky enough to grow up in a home with a steady income. Therefore, I wasn't rich, but I did have access to the usual devices used by teenagers back in the US when I was a little kid, such as video games, consoles, and the sort. Um, Back then, tablets and smartphones were just coming out, so they did cost a pretty penny. Plus, I didn't really saw the need of having a smartphone since none of my friends had one. But technology, it's pretty much everywhere you look, anyways. Does technology make people lazy, and why? Although out of the technological development of humankind, we've improved our lives a whole lot in the last 100 years. It has also changed our customs and behaviors. So I would say that instead of laziness, we are seeing society striving to work smarter, not harder. Um, Number five, are there any disadvantages of using technology in the classroom? And I don't really there are any. Actually, it might have a disadvantage on the teacher, since he now could be proven wrong by the student through Google or Wikipedia. But actually, I agree with the fact that technology actually enhances the learning process. Um, how do you think new generation should be allowed to use their phone in the class? And actually, I don't think they should be using it. I think they should be issued some kind of technological aid on the classroom, like a laptop or a computer. But their own phones will be a great distraction. Number seven, how have you ever used your mobile phone in the classroom? Well, honestly, I haven't stepped foot on a classroom in the last 10 years, but I can relate that question to my working environment. I have, in fact, used my phone while working, and it really just drives my attention from whatever I'm doing. So, therefore, I agree that it shouldn't be allowed for. Um, it shouldn't be allowed in the classroom as in all, nor in offices and such. Number eight, at what age should children get a cell phone and why? As long as their parents are aware of what the children is doing on the phone, there really isn't an age limit. Wouldn't you be safe knowing that you could get a hold of your kid on demand? It all comes down to education. The child gets from his elders on how to use the device. Number 9, how many hours a day should the children be allowed to use devices like phones or tablets? And as of now, I'm 30 years old, right? And I have not had the chance to experience what being a parent is. So it's pretty subjective. Some parents might say that a tablet interferes with a child's normal development and might not even let them use the phone at all. Other parents might encourage the child to use the phone or tablet just to keep them quiet, you know? So it all depends on what you think might be the best for your kid. Number 10, when and how did you get your first cell phone? And tell a brief experience of it. So I remember as if it was yesterday. It was one of the first Nokia phones with the color camera on it. Before that, the camera had to be plugged in with the cable to the phone, and it took the worst pictures ever, right? So, but hey, it was a new thing. But anyways, I was around, it was around Christmas 2005. I was about 15 years old. And the day before my birthday, my dad walked into my room and handed me a box with no label or nothing, right? So then he took a step back away from my bed, took his phone out of his pocket and called someone. Then the box he had given me started vibrating. Then I knew I had gotten a brand new phone for my birthday. So yeah, that was about what? More than 10 years ago? I mean, that was a long time ago. Anyways, number 11. Do you think technology will be the main solution or cause of many of our current global problems? Here, make a final reflection to conclude the video. So, what I've written on the video is that technology hasn't really been the cause of nothing but evolution. I think it's more the use that humankind has given to whatever technology makes it either good or harmful for human beings. So in a way, we will be directly responsible of our eventual demise in future eons. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, and you have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.